In the new film Transamerica, Desperate Housewife Felicity Huffman takes on a very different role, and she's earning a lot of Oscar buzz to boot. She plays Bree, a man who wants to become a woman and is close to completing a surgical transformation.
The American Psychiatric Association categorizes gender dysphoria as a very serious mental disorder.
After my operation, not even a gynecologist will be able to detect anything out of the ordinary about my body. I will be a woman.
Felicity Huffman joins us this morning. Hey, Felicity, how are you?
Matt, I'm fine, thank you.
Let me make sure people understand the premise here.
Okay.
Obviously, you're a woman.
Indeed.
You play a man who wants to become a woman. And as before I watched it last night, the first thing I thought of was, why didn't they just cast a man?
Yeah, well, I got to say, I got the phone call from Duncan Tucker, who wrote and directed the movie, that I got the movie, and I was like, yay, yay, and then I said, but you really shouldn't cast me, and I tried to talk him out of casting me for that exact reason. I thought it should be a man.
But they were very much, they had decided it was going to be not only you, but it should be a woman. Do you know why? I mean, is it that you have more of an understanding?
It was that he wanted to be true to where transgendered women were going and not their past, and he felt that watching men dress up as women had been done, and he didn't want to do the crying game too, and he didn't want the movie to be about, oh wow, that guy really looks like a girl, look, he really looks like a girl. He wanted it to be in the background.
How do you get the character right and not make it a stereotype and not make it a cliche? And if we looked at the video there, this is not a glamorous role for you.
Really?
Yeah, how did you go about getting the look right?
That was tough. I broke the part into two sections, the interior journey, which I could understand, and the external, which felt unscalable. And I did a lot of research. I read every biography and autobiography I could find. I went to transgendered conventions.
Which I read in the notes, and I didn't even know there were.
Yeah.
And then it's interesting because you say that helped you because you met people in the process.
Yeah, exactly. The character I play is very specific in the spectrum of transgendered people, so she doesn't represent them all. But I needed to find people who are still uncomfortable and very self-conscious and not doing it well. And I worked with two wonderful women named Andrea James and Calpurnia Adams, and I went to a coach that coaches men how to become women.
Right, and you got the voice, which I thought was very unusual.
Oh, good.
And it worked for me. It certainly did. It seemed like a voice in transition.
Yeah.
Which was great. Talk to me a little bit about the twist here. Is basically as Bree is in this process and about to take the final step, the surgical step, he finds out something, I guess technically would be correct still.
No, I think you call her she.
She at that point, that as a man, he actually fathered a child years ago, and that child now needs help.
Yes, the great thing is Duncan didn't write an issue movie. It's not sort of like transgendered individuals are people too. He wrote a story that you can follow, and she thinks the biggest thing she can do is become a woman, and she finds out the biggest thing she can do is become a parent. And it's a heartwarming, adorable story.
And while you say it's not an issue movie, it does deal with gender, it does deal with sexual abuse, it does deal with teen prostitution, but somehow it manages to do it also with a sense of humor.
It does. I have to say, if you went, oh, it's an independent movie about a transgendered woman reuniting with your son,
you can see the people running for the doors.
Yeah. I once did a play, and an audience member turned to me and said, I don't like being upset after 6 o'clock. And I sort of, now that I'm older, I feel the same way. But it's actually an adorable, easy ride. It's kind of the indie movie version of a chick flick.
I guess that's a good idea, and actually a good way to describe it. So much has happened to you in the last couple of years with Desperate Housewives. You won an Emmy for your role, and now you're hearing, not just in my introduction, but you read the trades, I'm sure, and you hear people say, perhaps an Oscar for this performance in Transamerica. How's that suit you?
How does that suit me?
Think you could make room on the mantle? Yeah.
You thought that was funny. Yeah. It's so completely out of my control, and I never thought that anyone but my mom and 10 people would ever watch this in the living room. It's a tiny independent movie that the fact that it's getting this much attention feels like a win to me, and I just can't even think about the other thing because I have no control over it.
If it happens, it happens.
Yes.
Well, congratulations on all your success. Good to have you here.
Thanks.
Especially on a Monday morning.
Yeah.
It's nice, yeah. Felicity Huffman, thanks so much.
Thank you.
And Transamerica opens in limited release. That's this Friday, and wider release on December 23rd. And coming up in our next half hour, we'll celebrate the